Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Amy, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Welcome to any new subscribers, okay? Welcome to my beautiful subscribers who are already here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so very much for coming, and thanks for coming back, my love. So, this is a Jupiter message, okay? So, I got mini cucumbers, which I seen at 121, okay? And I got sushi, okay? I don't really feel the need to like look up the cucumber meanings. I'm also hearing cucumber water. You could drink cucumber water a lot, or you could just eat. You can eat a lot of mini cucumbers, or you could just really love sushi. Okay, I love sushi. Okay, that's got to be one of the most things that I miss now that I'm vegetarian. Right, is sushi. Okay, because it's so beautiful when it's done right. So, yeah, but we got the world, we got spiritual strength, we got multi-dimensional you, we got magic, which says alignment, we got teamwork, and we got you live in abundance, okay? But we got distraction under teamwork. So somebody could definitely be trying to distract you from this wholeness, this alignment, this multi-dimensional version of you and this spiritual strength. You out here flexing on these people, okay? Flexing. You flexing. You got the spiritual strength, baby, okay? You got spiritual muscle that you've been working very hard to build up, and it's got you looking like a success. And people really don't like that, okay? But 121 signifies a message from your angels encouraging you to let go of old draining habits and embrace new opportunities with a positive attitude. And that, my dear, is what I feel like you're doing. And that's why it's just kind of a problem for people, but that's their problem, not yours, okay? It says 121 means your angels want you to stop things that drain your energy. Some things you do spiritually make energy while others protect it. So you can use it when you need it, okay? But just know that you're very safe, okay? Really protect your energy at this time, and just don't allow anyone to come in and get in the way of your expansion, okay? Because that's what Jupiter energy is all about, okay? We got the chariot right here. Nothing, no obstacles or anything can come in and stop you unless you think that it can. So try not to like juggle the thought, try not to juggle the negative things that can happen with the good things you're trying to positively manifest to happen, okay? Like, just focus only on the positive. Use your spiritual strength to create the world or the life that you want to live in, okay? And just don't worry so much about anyone trying to sabotage you or stop you, because you're the star, baby. Okay? Okay. So, what's the overall energy? How are you seeing their energy, or what's your advice? So we got the Nine of Swords. So you could be just a little bit anxious, just a little bit worried about how like your future is going to go. I feel like that's very normal, especially when you're in a place where you're growing and you're expanding beyond an old cycle. Anxiety is a really big thing, especially if you're like highly psychic or highly empathic. You could be picking up the anxiety of others around you, okay? This is the Knight of Starships or the Knight of Cups. You could be anxious about like the people that are offering you love, or if you're able to accept it. Maybe you're having a hard time like forgetting what these people have done, and it makes sense. Like, you're not supposed to forget, but also these feelings or these energies should not keep you from moving forward, or should not make you feel like you're not as spiritually strong as you are, because like I said, you're balanced, you're in alignment, you're working as a team with the divine, and you're already living in abundance. So it says your shields have failed and your battle cruiser is losing atmosphere. You are overwhelmed by current struggles, plagued with anxiety and depression. Take a moment to breathe and strategize. How can you survive this engagement? Reversed, it says Your shields have failed and the battle is heated, but your allies are just behind you, you know? So it's like spirit has your back 100%. Like, you don't have to worry about anything. It's your shields have not failed in any way. Your protection is doing exactly what it should be doing. I think you're just overthinking the outcomes of things. I don't want you to feel like, I'm trying to tell you anything negative or I'm trying to get on your head. But I think this is what is draining your energy that they were talking about with angel number 121. Like the way that you're thinking about things. What are they thinking about? Like, what's on their mind, okay? I think that was triumph. What's this one? We got the light and we got authority, okay? So maybe you're worried that you're not going to be triumphant. Maybe you're worried you're not a success. Maybe you're worried about the communication that you receive from the divine. Maybe you're still questioning, like, is this coming from the light? Like, am I truly holding this authority? Am I making this shit up or whatever? But it's like, no, baby, don't doubt yourself like that. You are pure light, okay? You are amazing and you do hold this spiritual authority that spirit told you hold, okay? This is your truth. And it's up to you to just accept it and you have to allow the prosperity to grow in your life. You have to water the seed, And I don't mean water it with emotion. I mean water the seed with positivity, water the seed with gratitude, water the seed with everything that you want to see come from the seed that you have planted with the divine. What is peach symbolism? Because there's peaches right here. Like, this is a peach tree. So the peach tree represents longevity, fertility, and immortality, It also can represent springtime or giving me a fertile energy. And like in this waiting game, you could be freaking out. Maybe your material harvest isn't coming in the way that you thought it would come in. Maybe there's still people who wish to cause conflict with you around you, and you're just not where you thought you would be in life right now. And it could be causing a little bit of like defeat subconsciously. But it's like, it's weird because this is definitely some subconscious shit, okay? Because all the good news that I told you in the beginning is still very true. I think that you do think that, like, at times you see yourself as triumphant and you're very confident in your spiritual strength and in this balance that you hold, that you carry, that you walk through life with, okay? And you have this amazing hope at times, but sometimes I feel like your anxiety has the ability to take you back to that place where you're thinking about your emotional loss and the way that your life could have gone if you made different decisions, and it causes a little bit of disruption to that hope, to that authority, where you feel like your shields are down, or you're able to be attacked, or you're able to be affected in that way, and you're not. So it's time to get to the root of those anxious thoughts and feelings and figure out what exactly it is that you need to clear out, because like I said before, you're in this beautiful teamwork with the divine. You have made the right partnerships and alliances. Like, you really truly don't have anything to worry about or to stress over. I know there are a lot of things going on in the world, a lot of different energies playing out all at the same time, and it can be a lot, like I said, especially if you're extremely psychic or empathic. This is something you can pick up a lot of, and I think you need to get better at shielding those things out, putting that invisible shield around you that the divine provides for you, because it can all be too much, okay? And with that, I'm also hearing it could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. Loving you is like a battle, and we both end up with scars. Okay, tell me who I have to be to gain reciprocity. See, no one loves you more than me, and no one ever will. No matter how I think we grow, you always seem to let me know it ain't working. And it could be like that, It could be like, maybe you want to make partnerships and alliances. Maybe you want to see the people that you used to hang out with all the time, or you consider to be your family or whatever. You want to see that growth. You want to have these great relationships with these people, and you reflect over those things from a wise place at first, but then it leads to this place where you're kind of sad about it, and you really don't like you understand, but you don't understand truly why it is that things have played out the way that they've played out. And I'm hearing like we're going to make it all make sense. You're just going through a place of expansion. So focus on whatever it is that Spirit's bringing to your attention, okay? Gain a more compassionate perspective over these things that, that's what I mean. A more compassionate perspective, but it says perception. Gain a more compassionate perspective and perception on the people around you and why it ain't working, okay? It's not you why it ain't working. Most people need healing and they need understanding of themselves in order to make relationships work with you. So it doesn't mean that you're not triumphant or you're not powerful or whatever. But everybody has their own free will. Everybody has a choice that they have to make to decide if they want to be in a partnership or an alliance. You can't have a partnership with someone but that person not be a partner to you. Your guides are not going for it. That is not in alignment with your expansion, okay? Yeah, we got the multi-dimensional you. You are like this multi-dimensional energy, this beautiful, time traveling, fucking timeline hopping ass energy. You're amazing. You're popping. You're bigger than life at this time, okay? And so you just have to like understand that, like that energy, it triggers people, okay? It don't you would think it would make people want to be around you more or want to surround themselves with you. And a lot of times these people are not being removed because they don't want to be around you. They're being removed because they don't appreciate the time that they get with you. And they're being removed because the time that you have to yourself is the time, that hermit time is the time where you become aware of the triumphant success that you are, and you're able to grow and expand and to build on that beautiful foundation that you have established. So you have to give Spirit that time and just don't stress yourself or worry so much about creating new relationships or trying to repair the relationships that they've removed you from. That's why they removed you, because it was draining your energy so much to try to fix and repair these people's energies just so they can love you right. You don't fucking deserve that shit. What else? We got shining brightness, okay? You deserve to shine bright and to be surrounded by people who understand the way that you shine so bright and appreciate it. You deserve to be around people who know what to do with it. Yeah, so rest your mind, baby, okay? Like, bring some rest to your mind. And don't feel like you did anything wrong or they did anything wrong. Change your perception on the way that your relationships have played out, be it family, friends, or lovers, There's a reason for everything, I promise you. And the clarity always comes because of how triumphant you are, and because of the spiritual strength that you carry, because of the way you're in alignment and you're open to working as a team with the divine. But you need to become more aware that you are always living in abundance, okay? Reclaim this beautiful goddess compassion type of energy within you, okay? And we got you are the bridge at the bottom of the deck, okay? So what's compassionate perception and multidimensional you? We got bliss, okay? So now is a time of bliss for you, a time of celebration, a time of happiness. And if people aren't matching that, if they're bringing you more of this anxiety, if they're a drain on your energy, then they're not going to be allowed to be around, or they need to be removed, okay? Because I think like somebody, I heard like depleting, okay? Somebody was around intentionally depleting your energy, and you needed to take this time to nurture and comfort yourself, to heal to a place where you could have the freedom to grow beyond the anxiety or the stress or the worry or the scarcity that you were dealing with every single day. It was too much. It was bombarding your energy, and it was sucking you dry, making your light be just a little bit dim. Okay, so now you're shining very bright. Okay, and it's really good for you. So just don't worry. What's shining brightness and rest your mind? We got gratitude rampage. It's already happening. That's what I'm saying. Like, everything is already happening for you in such a good way. Like, just don't worry, okay? I feel like I heard like you get yourself like into a tizzy. Okay, I don't even say that. Somebody might say that. Like, you think yourself into some sort of issues or whatever. Like, you could have been experiencing some sort of ego death when it does come to the way that you create partners. You also could have been working some sort of very powerful sex magic out of your energy, entering more into this energy of grace and this manifestor creator type of energy. Okay, yeah, look, we got family, lots of big family wounds that you had to heal in this lifetime. And I understand, it can be very painful, but it doesn't have to be. You just have to open yourself up to the understanding that spirit's trying to bring in. Or like the minute you feel that wise reflection turn sour or turn into something that's making you get overly emotional, then it's okay to just release it and come back to it. Some people tend to rush themselves because they feel like, no, people keep telling me to do the work. I'm going to do the work. But sometimes you're rushing yourself into understanding something that you're not ready to understand yet. Sometimes you're rushing yourself into getting these answers or to knowing certain things when it comes to situations of the past, and it just becomes too much, and it causes more anxiety and more pain rather than you getting to the bottom of it, because you haven't grown your emotions or mastered your emotions when it comes to that situation or that person. So you just have to be more patient with yourself, with your expansion, with your growth, and with your healing. And just continue to show a lot of gratitude and know that, like, even though you don't see healing or you don't see change all the time, that doesn't mean it's not happening or it's not there for you. What's rest your mind and reclaiming the goddess? Like, I feel like you may need to take a step back here. Look, we got silent retreat. Like, reserve your words for shit that's important, okay? Use your words to talk to the divine. Sit in the silence in those moments where you feel overwhelmed or you feel anxious or you feel like your mind is overworking, and they'll bring in a lot more explanations as to why you're thinking about this or what it is that's going on with you. Like, embrace the multidimensional side of you, the side that holds many different perspectives on how to look at something. I feel like your crown is being increased, like they're working on the way that you think. And they keep saying this, okay? There's a lot of air energy happening at this time with the entire collective. What's bliss and nurture? We got play, okay? So you need to play a little bit more. Like, maybe you're taking your spiritual journey a little bit too serious, because that's a thing that we tend to do too, right? Spirit tells us, you're multidimensional, you're a light worker, you're meant to be out here doing all these amazing things and starting this business and doing this and doing that. And even that can be overwhelming on top of all of the healing and learning and journeying that we're already doing. So you owe it to yourself to have fun, to play, to be a little bit looser, and to not be so heavy on yourself, okay? Because that's what you need too. You need balance in this thing. But know that spirit is preparing you for something beautiful. You're still being prepared for the triumphant successes of your future, okay? And it's okay to be there. Like, there's no rush, there's no time limit on this. Everything is happening by divine time, okay? This 3D time, that's that bullshit. The clocks and the calendars and shit, none of that matters, okay, to your real true life. even down to like your physical age of this body. Like it doesn't match the age of your soul and all of the experience that your soul has collected and all of the information that your soul holds. So you have to be patient with yourself as you get prepared and as you uncover all of that beauty within yourself that you're meant to express. Okay, what's it's already happening in silence. We got insight. Okay, so this is what Jupiter is saying, rest your mind, take that time to sit in the silence whenever you get to that anxious place and find the insight that spirit has for you. Because there's so much insight that is within you that they place in there all the time. Because they can see ahead of time what you're going to need next. Yeah, we got commitment. Like they honor your commitment. They honor this hard journey that you've gone down to get to the true nature of you. But they are warning you, because I never noticed behind this warning card there's all this fire and this crow is like screaming out, like, hey, shit's on fire, ain't no people gonna come put this out. But it's like they're warning you that your anxiety, your overthinking has the ability to knock you out of the alignment that you've already gotten yourself to. Trust in your gifts to bring you the clarity that you need. Oh, it's right there. I'm supposed to read the card that ends up on the right side. Okay, what's play and preparation? We got the only one thing with the clear quartz, and in the book, this talks about, first of all, this is the dragon energy, which gives me like you are such an ancient and advanced soul that it's like you don't even give yourself the credit. And sometimes that ancient energy, when it's being unlocked, it has the tendency to like drive you crazy a bit, or to make you feel like, whatever you're shooting for, you're not going to be able to do that because there's like such a big block with everything that you're still trying to heal from. But I was saying the clear quartz in this deck talks about how they used to use clear quartz as magic wands, and basically you realizing that at the end of the day you are like clear quartz in that way. You are a magic wand. Whatever you point at with the right intentions has the ability to magically appear or to magically appear in your life, right? So anxiety and worry and fear brings more of what you don't want. It goes directly against it's almost like your ego is trying to manifest drama because of the trauma that you're healing out of the ego. So you just have to focus on being more positive and knowing that everything that's good for you and everything that's meant to be expanded is still good and is still expanding. That you're just having, certain moments where your thinking is just a little bit crazy, and just knowing that that's a part of the process. Because you could like get anxiety and just get yourself all worked up and then kind of like beat yourself up a little bit because you didn't stay positive in every moment, and it's fine. Like, this is the journey, living moment by moment, dealing with what comes in every moment, and showing gratitude for the journey overall, and for all of the things that you can do something about, that you can fix. Gratitude that there is still plenty of people and energies in the world who love you and want to be around you, even if you haven't come into contact with them just yet. What's preparation and insight? We got lessons in blood, okay? And we got transmutation that fell out, but it didn't flip over, okay? So Almondine Garnett, that's the one we're going to read. And we got Recharge Your Destiny right here at the bottom of the deck. So that's what's going on. Your destiny is being recharged. And yeah, like, it come with a little bit of anxiety, come with a little bit of worry sometimes. But that's... all of that is within your wheelhouse. All of this are things that you're able to deal with and work your way through at the end of the day. It says Almondine knows your storyline didn't start the day you came kicking and screaming into this world. No, it started so long ago that the stars have since shifted their course in the sky, and the dust of the day has hardened into stone. Your beginnings are carried in your blood, in the memory created by each DNA mutation and epigenetic tag. Blood is memory, not just your own, but that of those who came before you. You can ride your own blood back to these distant knowings. But more than that, Almondine will help you move and shift that memory, changing what gets carried forward. Sink into yourself, your past. Almondine whispers, I have a tale to tell, okay? So I think with all this anxiety and with these certain things and people and situations that you tend to get worked up about when you're trying to do wise reflection, are that like this is a huge wound, something from your past life that you are still dealing with. Let me pull some of these. What is it that they're learning from their past life that's bringing them anxiety? Passion flower, okay. Yeshua's scourging and whipping is what it's talking about. Whip someone as punishment, you know. Maybe in the past life you were around people who always like punished you for being who you are, or for expressing your true power, for having spiritual strength, okay? It says God's gifts coming from the flower, okay? So it's like in your past life it was like forbidden, or it was a problem for you to transform with this Haglas energy, for you to think a certain way, you know, for you to look at life as this beautiful egg that, you know, it was so possible that anything could come out of the egg, you know. And I feel like that is really affecting this lifetime, you know. You will find out soon. So I feel like Spirit's working hard to make things a lot more clear to you, bringing, like, unlocking more and more of these lessons in blood a little bit at a time, and slowly but surely that that shit, I lost my train of thought just like that, okay? We got a fake reader alert. Maybe you could have got a fake reading from someone, okay? We got the kill order. So maybe like in a past life there was a lot of misinformation, okay? A lot of misleading, a lot of misguiding. Maybe you relied on people outside of yourself more than you relied on the lessons that were already in your blood, right? You searched for answers on the outside of you much more than you trusted your own self and your own insights. And that, learning that lesson, learning how to do that for yourself is very important in this lifetime, okay? So yes, it brings you a lot of anxiety. It's almost like muscle memory, kind of like this energy that you're going through now is reminding you of something very big that you needed to work through in the past, okay? Merlinite says, I enter the realm of mysticism and magic for the sole purpose of furthering my spiritual growth and highest good, okay? So this is what you're learning to do in this lifetime, and it can make you very anxious, I feel. So don't rely so much, because this fake reader alert is really getting my attention, you know, like be careful, like who you're watching, who you're listening to, whose advice you're taking, whose advice you're putting over your own advice, you know. If you feel like, you know, oh, I want to make a decision, but I need to get a reading first, you know, like that's kind of backwards, you know. You get a reading as confirmation on whatever choice that you've made, or on whatever idea you have that you already know you want to accomplish or do. You don't get a reader to tell you what it is that you need to do. That information is already right here inside of your own blood, okay? You already know exactly which way you need to go, or exactly what direction you should be pointed in. What's the final thought on this? So we got Nitya Kali. So let's Let's see. It says, she calls us away from the world to journey inwards where a path of sacred introversion beckons. Turning within may feel natural or unfamiliar, but in journeying within, you will gain energy, insight, and freedom from the constraints of what has been. Allow that which needs to end to do so. You shall realize you are not being denied but released. There is something new on the horizon. Honor your losses, but keep hope in your heart for what is meant to be, okay? Beautiful confirmation on what Jupiter has been saying this entire time. You're being taught to journey within for all of these beautiful insights and freedom and energy that you need in order to keep going forward. Being forced to stop going on the outside of you for answers. Because when you go on the outside of you more for your answers, you're more likely to get tricked or to get set up like you've done in past lives. It says, Kali Nitya is the cycle of the waning moon from the moment just after the height of the full moon into a phase of decline right up until the black moon just before the new moon initiates the building of a fresh cycle. This moon phase embodies the natural magic inherent in letting go and allowing for the energies to run their course and die away. And that's what's going on with this anxiety. Whatever you're having all of this built up anxiety and worry about, it's run its course and it's dying away. It's like a grieving process for this old way of thinking or this old way of being or going outside of you for something bigger. So though it feels like you're so anxious and you're doing the wrong thing or, you're thinking about things in the wrong way, like I said in the beginning, you truly are in alignment with what it is that you need to be in alignment with, just going through a transformation that's a little bit hard that can get you in your head a bit. It says it can be a sign to embrace the qualities of decrease for a period to bring a cycle of experience to completion and generate what is necessary for the next cycle to be more abundant and nourishing than the last. Given our societal preoccupation with constant activity and outwardly driven connection, honoring Nitya Kali requires the use of our will to honor our soul rhythms above peer pressure. There can be resistance to embracing the crumbling away of a form once cherished. Yet in doing so, we can give proper burial, allowing for cleansing emotions, perhaps anger, sadness, loss, or grief in the face of betrayal, disappointment, or confusion to move through the soul. Then the space for higher understanding, healing, and even forgiveness and gratitude for what has been learned can open up. Peace and release follow, and soon after, a readiness for the new. To hold space in the liminal or between times when something is no longer and the superior evolution beyond a mere replacement is yet to be requires wisdom and courage. Inner processes need to take place beneath a cover of darkness, privacy, and sanctuary. You do not need to parade your process before others nor prove anything to anyone, And what I'm getting from that is the most important, the most valuable information and energy you get in the privacy of your own home, or you get in the privacy, of your own home, of within yourself, within your vessel, when it's just you and the divine communicating and working through whatever it is that you're working through. It sort of complicates the energy a little bit if you're constantly reaching on the outside of you for others to make sense of your divine journey, when the best part of the journey is finally making sense of it for yourself and understanding really and truly how spirit communicates with you and what it means when certain anxieties or feelings of fear or anything like that wells up within you. You know exactly how to handle it or exactly how to go within and get that insight to further your expansion and where it is that you're going on your journey. It says this is a time of natural inward motion and decline. It is healthy and can be enjoyable, relished as a chance to clear out and free yourself from unnecessary burdens of the mind and body. If you are not used to letting go or believe you must constantly be on, then this is a chance to expand your psychological and emotional vocabulary. Allow for the divine feminine wisdom of the soul to do what it does so well. Provide the method of process for healing transformations. If you are used to controlling everyone and everything, consider this a chance to step back and allow others to develop their powers and responsibility. And that could be part of it too. Feeling very controlling, wanting things to go the way that you want things to go. But spirit is saying, no, that person's supposed to be doing this and you're supposed to be doing that, like a course correct. That comes through this energy of anxiety and worry. Them boosting up that feeling of anxiety and worry to show you that you're being over anxious and worrying about the wrong things at this time. Focusing more on your alignment and what it is that you're shooting your shot at, and unlocking more of this beautiful, magical, mystical energy within yourself for your spiritual growth and your highest good. And knowing that when you're doing that, everything falls into place, or it removes itself because it's no longer in alignment with where you are and what you're doing and your perception on the thing or the situation. It says, Nitya Kali's message is to give yourself time and space to truly let go, as this ending is divinely intended. You shall receive abundant blessings that will more than replace any loss or suffering you have experienced through the conclusion of a life phase. If you have been in a period of loss or grief, the oracle indicates that this is coming to an end, likely sooner than you realize, and yet you are invited to allow it to find its completion naturally rather than trying to rush it to an ending, okay? So stop trying to rush yourself, like I said before. You can't rush yourself to a place of healing, or rush, a relationship between you and someone else to just work out. Because sometimes relationships are just meant to come to an end and people are meant to leave your life. And you have to continue to keep that joyous attitude about life and just find the insight and the understanding within you on why these things are playing out the way they're playing out. And to just continue to walk knowing you're going the right way. That you are triumphant and you have chose the right partnerships and alliances. But what good is the partner or the alliance that you have made if there's no trust? It says the oracle also predicts a closure around a matter of deep soul healing. Trust yourself and your divine timing. You will instinctively sense when you're ready to put the sad days behind you and embrace the beginning of a happier time. No matter how unlikely that seems at this time, it will happen naturally, as sure as spring follows winter. The oracle asks you to give the more challenging emotions, such as grief and sadness, proper honor and place. Do not avoid them, but do not allow them to consume your entire being or believe that they shall rule your life. If you feel your hands are tied and you are unable to exert your will in the world at this time, do not fret. Often, before a time of significant fruition, there is a period when nothing much seems to be happening. You are attending to your inner work and strengthening your vision and intention. But where is the evidence and result of your hard work? It is building within the soul, just as powerful energies build unseen within the seed, like that tree I showed you earlier, okay? Just as powerful energies build unseen within the seed, ready to spring forth with unexpected and astonishing strength and vibrancy. When the time is right, let go of force, but do not give in to despair or a feeling of defeat. Any cycle of holding back or lack of external support for your inner work will end, followed by a new era of divinely mandated manifestation, okay? So you are doing great. Like I said, you're in alignment, even if your mind is going a million miles a minute. Spirit is waiting for you to look within to gain that insight on how to slow that thing down and how to really truly follow your guidance even when things seem uncertain or unclear. To have a compassionate perception on your own self and your own healing and your own ability to let things go and to forgive and to heal from the things that you've been through. That's beautiful. So, with that, I'm done. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, that you got something that you needed out of this. And I will see you later, my love. Bye.